guys, it's me, Karen. I am ready to give you April's closet clean out video. You may be wondering, geez, Karen, why are you so dressed up today? Well, I'll tell you. As many of you know, Dapper Day in Disneyland and Disney World have been canceled, so I've been seeing everybody doing their Dapper Day at home photos for what was going to be Dapper Day Disneyland. This was going to be my Dapper Day Disney World Epcot look. Last year I went with a tropical theme, and this year I wanted to go with a flamingo theme. So I have my flamingo dress, flamingo brooch, and flamingo purse that Sarah gifted to me from Wicker Darling. If you're not already following Wicker Darling, I highly suggest it. So I just wanted to share my Dapper Day outfit with all of you. And I love seeing all of your Dapper Day looks. I gotta say, you are putting me to shame, but that is okay. I love your looks. Keep them coming. All right, guys. As you can see here, we have not one rack, but 2 racks of closet clean out clothes. So that means this video is going to be a little bit longer. So to spare you that much time, I'm not going to go over all of the closet clean out rules. I hate saying rules, but you know what I mean. So if you are new to the closet clean out, if you did not see last month's closet clean out, I suggest pressing pause and just reading below in the description of the video how to proceed if you see something that you like. In this video, I will mention the pricing and the sizes of the clothing. So just make sure that you know your own personal sizing so that you're able to purchase an item properly, I suppose, blah, blah, blah. All right, guys, let's get started. As I've mentioned in a couple of promos, these items are going to range from $20 to $50. We do have 2 items that are going to be a little bit more than that I'll show you later, just because the weight of those items is very, very heavy. So all of the prices include shipping, so that's something to keep in mind, that you do not have to pay for shipping. So we're going to start with actually the $50 items first. And I'm super excited for all of these. The items I'm going to show you, $50, are skirt suits. So very cute. The first one is this peach lace with a white lace trim. The measurements on this one are 36 bust for the jacket, and then it does taper, so into a 34 for that high waist. And then the skirt is going to be a 28 for regular waist, and then 36 for your hips. So let's give you a close-up of this skirt suit. Again, these are $50. Look at how cute the trim is, you guys. Oh. Next, we have a teal. The measurements for this are 34 for the bust, and then this significantly tapers. So for that undercarriage, right here, right at the top of your rib cage, is going to be a 29. And then the skirt is a 24 waist and a 38 hip. So here's it full length. Let's get a little closer so you can see the detail here. I do want to mention that, so you can see right here that it is sewn here to kind of fasten. The sewing did come off on this one, but that's a very, very easy repair. Just so you can kind of see how that's cut. There's the back, the front, has a slit down the middle of the back. This is a longer skirt. This one, for reference, everyone, I am 5'9". When this hits at my, the smallest part of my waist, this hits just above my ankles. Next, we have this gorgeous cream suit, very Chanel inspired. The jacket on this one is 36 and then tapering into a 32 on that waist, and then the skirt is a 26 waist, 38 hip. And then just a reminder, these skirt suits are $50. So beautiful. Next we have one of my favorite colors. Beautiful pink silk skirt suit. This jacket is a 34 and 28 in the waist, and then the skirt is so similar. It's a 28 to a 30 waist. There is elastic, and it's a 38 hip. There we go. So this says it's a size 4, you'll see on the tag, but as you know, vintage sizing is different all the way around. For every designer, it's different. Every decade, it's different, which is why we ask that you know your measurements. This is being blown out a bit in this light. Sorry, y'all, but it is still a very, very vibrant pink. So if you're somebody who likes muted colors, this one's not for you. And then I love calling this like some like a hot, you know, bright. Yes, correct me if I'm wrong. I mean, it's very Marilyn Monroe-esque skirt suit. This one's very small. The jacket on this one is a 34 bust, and then the measurement at this top of your waist would be 30, and then a 24 waist for the skirt and a 36 hip. This also reminds me the way that it's cut. Aurora from Sleeping Beauty, her final dress, like you can see right there. Oh my gosh, so if you're doing any Disney bounding, oh my gosh, when it opens, sorry. This would be an amazing Aurora Disney bounding outfit. Sorry guys, I just have Disney on my mind. Okay, next. This one's really fun. Sequined orange, blue, yellow, green skirt suit. The jacket on this is a 36 to 38. It is open here. It doesn't fasten up at the tippy top, so you have a little bit of room to, you know, breathe right there. So I'm saying a 36 to a 38 bust. And then the skirt has an elastic waist, and it is a 24 to 28 waist with a 40 hip. I do want to mention that there is slight, what looks like rust staining dots at the top of the skirt, which you wouldn't see anyway with the jacket on, but if you were wearing it as a separate and you wanted to tuck it in, you would see tiny staining there. I did want to let you all know that. And then it does come with additional material, so if you want to do something extra with it, there you have it. Here's a extreme close-up. Look at that shimmer. Oh. Guys, if I could fit my butt into this outfit, I would be wearing it. It reminds me so much of like Big Business. If you remember the Lily Tomlin and Bette Midler flick from the 80s, it is on Disney Plus. If you haven't ever seen it, I suggest checking it out. But it reminds me of something that Bette Midler wore in that movie. Okay, now we have this gorgeous 80s magenta, pristine condition suit. The jacket on this one is a 40 to a 42, so there's a little bit of breathing room in there. And then the skirt is an elastic waist, so it's a 30 to 32 waist with a 42 hip. And just that color this is one of my favorite colors. Normally when I get my nails done, this is the color that I choose because I love it so much. And just another reminder, these skirt suits are $50. Okay, now we're getting into some separates. This right here, if you are a fan of The Nanny, I mean, is this not something that Fran Drescher would have worn in the nanny. It's so adorable. Red leopard print collar. The bust on this is a 44, and then the way that it tapers in for the waist there, it's a 40, so 44, 40. This is a $50 jacket. So soft, so this is in great condition. You can kind of see the sewing right in there, but still it's hard to tell, but oh, so fun. Mr. Sheffield. Oh, guys. All right, next. We have this adorable knitted poncho, crochet poncho. One of those custom made tags. So sweet for the spring this time. If you happen to live in a colder climate when spring is here, so this would be perfect. Or not, or if you just want to wear it around the house. This is a $50. It's very heavy, but so sweet. And then it does have the pockets for you to go about your day as you wear it. So I'm gonna show you a few things that are, let's see, where are we at right now? Whoop. Oh, we're gonna move these here because those are happening too soon. Okay, next is this super cute red flouncy, I like to think of it as like a flamenco dress kind of thing. So beautiful, so beautiful. The measurements on this are 34 bust, 26 waist, and an open hip. So just look at that movement on this dress. And then it does have this low back, and it ties at the top here. But oh, and the lining in it, it has the the mesh lining that just gives it so much more poof. So you can kind of see the length. It's just about as long as the dress that I'm wearing right now. Oh, and then this one is $50. This next purple dress is also $50. A gorgeous prom bridesmaid dress that once was in the 70s. You can't see this. I tried to make the camera as far away as possible. We don't have an actual studio, but again, I'm 5'9", and this hits the floor. The measurements on this dress are 32 bust, 24 waist, and a 38 hip. This dress, as I said, is $50. It is in pristine condition. Everything about this dress is stunning. If you can fit into this dress, my God, please buy it. This isn't even the best part, like just the collar, the sleeves, but you guys, there's a bustle in this dress. And when I discovered it, I screamed for Sarah because I was like, oh. So this is the dress, as you're just walking, and then when that bustle comes up, just look at how gorgeous this is. This dress is stunning. Yeah. Oh, okay, let's stop talking about that dress. Next is this, again, super sweet, what would have been most likely like a prom-esque dress. The measurements on this are a 30 bust and a 28 hip. I'm sorry, 28 waist and an open hip. So 30, 28 open. This is 50, and it does come with the cape. The cape can come off, and it's spaghetti strap. Just a gorgeous mauve dress with this lace skirt and lace cape. This hits at my shins, and again, I'm 5'9", so if you're about 5'5" and under, it's gonna hit the floor on you almost. Oh, this again is a dress that is in excellent condition. Oh, so cute. Next, we have another pink dress. The measurements on this one are 24 bust, a 28 empire waist, and it's a rather open hip, but I still measured it, and it measures out to 42. This hits just at my ankles. I love the flutter sleeves, the sweet bow right here. There's a faux bow in the back, how it zippers in the back. And again, this dress is $50. So cute. Oh. And then we had a lot of interest in this when I posted this on Instagram. This is a handmade 50s day dress with a metal zipper. This is the real thing, guys. This is the color is just this gorgeous emerald green, and the pleats. So the measurements on this are a 34 bust, a 25 waist, and it's an open hip here. Just think about putting a slip under this and giving it so much more oomph. Like many handmade 50s dresses, this material is incredibly thin. So the likelihood of this, you know, I don't want to say, I mean, it's made really well, but, you know, just double check those measurements. Again, it's a 34 bust and a 25 hip. There is slight underarm staining. It's very slight. You really can't tell. This dress has gone through the wash. So yeah, so we've tried, but maybe you know a little bit more than we do. It's coming out more muted than I want it to, but it is a very vibrant green. And then, I mean, you can't, here's that side, and then there's that side. It's a little difficult to tell on camera, but just wanted to let you guys know. And then we have this 70s powdered blue daisy dress. So sweet. And wait till you see these buttons. I did a close-up of the buttons on Instagram, but these buttons are what made me fall in love with this dress in the first place, and I'm sad that we just couldn't find a home for it for the last couple of months. The bust on this one is a 38 waist. Empire waist is 24 with a 36 hip. Clearly this was made for somebody, and these are their specific measurements, so you can kind of see that it's a little, you know, interesting of measurements there. So again, up to a 38 bust, 24 empire waist, 34 hip. The zipper, it is a metal zipper. The zipper is a little tough. Just wanted to let you know that. Again, this is a $50 dress. It is in great condition. The zipper just happens to need a little bit of help there. If you want to replace the zipper, sure, but it's the original zipper. And oh, and sorry, let me tell you how long it is. It hits my ankles. So this is a close-up of the tag, the design there. It's the lace, and then look at these adorable plastic buttons. Oh my gosh, isn't that so sweet? And you guys, yes, every single button is intact. This is a snappy, but oh, cute. Next we have a really beautiful 50s you know, evening black dress. The measurement on this is a 34 bust, 24 waist, and a 35 hip. And this is a $50 dress. Just absolutely stunning. You don't even need anything with this. You know, if you just, you know, showed up with your heels and a purse, my gosh, you'd be all set. And why am I feeling like I'm suddenly getting blown out? Sorry, guys. God, this happened the last time. Help me, guys. I need tips and tricks. Better. Much better. There we go. Just, and as you can see on, you know, from this far back, it hits, you know, right there in the middle of my thigh. So it's a shorter dress. This one is so fun. Peach lace 80s peplum little skirt here. Ugh, what more could you want? This in my size, that's what I could want. This is a 34 bust, 24 waist, and a 36 hip. This is in great condition. Amazing. What is the tag? Yeah, there you go. But some close-ups of this. You may have actually seen this. We've had this dress for a long time and kind of forgot about it. It was in our fancy clothes closet and just haven't found the right home for it. I'm hoping that somebody here will have a home for it. Here is another handmade dress for a 60s prom. This is a 30 bust, a 25 waist, empire waist, 25 empire waist, and a 36 hip. And this one's 50. It is heavy. It's heavy. It has seen some life to it, but it is still an amazing dress. I'm going to show you something real quick because there's a missing piece to this, but for those of you who are skilled seamstress, and then let me just show you the bottom here because there's some great detail there. It's like a cake. So the back had some kind of train or cape with it because there are fasteners here, but if somebody were to purchase this and then create and then do this, put the fastens on there, my gosh, you could really have some fun with this. And this hits like right at my shins, so this is probably ideal for somebody who's 5'6". So sweet. All right, and now this blazer, so cool. Again, we just haven't found the right home for it. This is a $50 blazer. It's very heavy. It has pearl trim down the front and then on the cuffs of the sleeves. I said that it would fit comfortably a 42 bust, but I'm not going to tell you what to do. I mean, it's open. It's an open jacket, does not fasten. So I like to wear oversized jackets. So depending on what your style is, but I would say comfortably fits a 42 bust. There is a slight, what looks like a pen mark maybe, but that we were having trouble getting out, but maybe you could also, let me just show you that real quick since I have it up. So there, but so cool. And then it does stop right here. It does not go all the way around, but it does go all the way around the collar there. Wonderful. And I believe that is it for our $50 items. So everything that you had seen was $50. We are now moving into $40 shipped. $40 shipped. Real quick, I'm going to show you items that we still have a couple of items from our last closet clean out that did not sell. So I'm just going to show them again real quickly in case there are new viewers out there, or if, now you're like, oh, I kind of want this. Again, this is a $30 dress, black dress. The measurements are 34, 29, 36. Hits right there above my ankles. Sequined, fun dress, 36, 34, 38. Look at that. Guys, I'm so surprised that this one didn't go. It's so wonderful. There we go. Ooh. And the sleeves. This does not fit my bum, so I will not be taking it home with me. Or I would. Crushed velvet. This one did get a couple of hits, but I just think that the sizing is not the best to fit most people. It's a 32 32 bust, 26 empire waist, 42 hip. And again, these are 40. This hits my ankles. So this is a very long crushed velvet brown dress. Right, this fun 50s pink with sequins. I think that I mentioned, maybe it was this one that has sequins. No, this one's actually in great, amazing condition. The measurements on this are 34, 24, 34. But it is in great condition. Look at that, ooh. And if you know me, you know I love pink. It is one of my favorite colors. And then the last one that's a repeat from our closet clean out is another 70s long dress. The measurements on this one are 36 bust, 26 empire waist, and a 42 hip. This one's just really, it's cool. This hits right above my ankles. But if you're a fan of that 70s look, this is absolutely perfect, and also the matches the buttons on there. All right, let's move on to new stuff. So we've got some florals. This is a fun jungle green print. The measurements on this are a 40 bust, 32 to 33 waist. There's some give there. And it's an open hip. There are belt loops, so if you, you can wear a pink belt or a black belt with this purple belt, whatever you'd like to do. This hits, if it sits on my natural waist, it hits just above my, just above the middle of my shins. But look at that fun print. And then there are buttons that go down to the waist. So feel free to wear it closed all the way up or have it open just a wee bit. But what a fun print. And then an amazing 80s purple floral dress. Guys, this one is so fun. It's a 34 bust, 28 waist, 38 hip. And then it has this open back right here. So it just is so flattering. The hip here, it just would really accentuate the hip and in all the right ways. And the color, just so you can see how that lays there. And this is one of my favorites. I wish that this fit me. Another fun 80s floral dress. The measurements on this are a 36 bust, 26 waist, 38 hip. And it has the same, style with the peplum hip waist there. So cute. I love this dress so much. Just so you can see close up there. I love the way it lies. There you go. Ooh, cute, cute, cute. And then this is a dress with a jacket overlay. The measurements on this are, so there's some give, so there's a range. So bear with me. The bust, when it's lying flat, it's a 36, but it can go up to a 38. The waist, lying flat, is a 32, but it can go up to a 34. The hip lies at a 40, but it can go up to a 42. And then it comes with this matching jacket. And again, this dress and jacket set are 40. It's beautiful, shimmer blue and black. There we go. And then just so you can see how the sleeves, so it's short sleeved there. And then this is a fun crushed velvet green. Oh, I like to call it just like a royal dress. So beautiful. The measurements on this one are 26 bust, and whoops, sorry guys, I'm kidding. It's a 33 to 34 bust, 33 to 34 bust, 26 waist, and a 33 to 34 hip. And it is just, it has a little bit of wear to it, but it is so stunning. And again, it's just a very rich forest green. There we go. So you can see that beautiful color. And then here's the back. Ooh, with a faux bow and rhinestone and pearl. There is a rhinestone missing right here, but you can hardly tell. So cute. And then this hits my shins. Hits my shins. And then we have a fun 70s Prairie Girl dress. They are teeny tiny hearts on here, which I'll show you that pattern in a moment. The measurements on this are 32, 28, 40. And then this hits right at my shins. So, I mean, depending on how you want to wear it, if you want to wear it long or if you want to wear it short. Again, I'm 5'9", this hits right at my shins, and I think it's really adorable. And then, so you can see the teeny tiny hearts. And this is a handmade dress. Just really sweet, really sweet. And then, if you know me, you know I love sequins. So we couldn't do the closet cleanout video without any sequins. So this is a fun, what looks like, you know, more of a Christmassy type of a sequined jacket. It's got red flowers with the green leaves and some gold in there. The bust could go from a 34 to a 36. And again, this is a $40 piece. So right now you're seeing it closed up. And I'm sure you're seeing that Christmas tree right there. Sarah got Amazon happy about a week ago, 2 weeks ago. And she bought a Christmas tree. Because why not? Why not is what I say. More sequins. This is a lace with sequin embellishment, cream, long sleeved blouse. And it is a 42 bust. Don't you love it? I love it. Ugh. Wear it with like a bra that matches. Oh my gosh, it would look so cute. And then wear it see-through. That's me. That's me. You don't have to do what I do. Okay. Beautiful knit yellow, canary yellow blazer. The measurements on this are a 40 to 42. But again, if you like wearing your clothing a little bit larger, this would work. And this is a $40 blazer. And then we have this salmon western styled open blazer. There's no fastening on the front. These are faux pockets. And then I would say this would comfortably fit a 40 bust, but like I said, you know, you could probably go a little bit larger or smaller depending on how you prefer to wear your clothing. So you can see that pattern. And then a cool 70s corduroy blazer. I love this blazer so much. This reminds me of something that I had in high school. The measurements on this are a 32 to 34 bust. Like, you know, with blazers, you've got some room there to play with. And then a 30 waist if you decide to close it up. But oh my gosh, can you just imagine wearing this with a pair of jeans, pair of boots, really cool autumnal looking scarf? Oh, that would be really And then this really great knit sweater, Tally Ho is the label on this. The measurements are a 44 to a 48 bust, and that's with it closed. So keep in mind you've got some room to play with if you would prefer to wear it open. I just want you to see that design. There you go. It almost has a paisley look. All right, how about some skirts? Here we go, there we go. So we've got some leather skirts for you. This is a black leather mini. This is a 26 waist, 36 hip. And again, these are 40. I cannot wear leather for the life of me. If you are somebody that can wear leather, oh, good for you. Man, oh man. Here's a brown one. This one's a little bit longer. This is a 23 waist and a 38 hip. This one is meant to be worn a little bit higher to sit, you know, right there, probably on the smaller part of your hip or waist there, sorry. And then this one has pockets in the front. God, it feels so nice. And then there you are. And then an even longer leather, brown leather. This one goes just above my knees, as you can see. The measurements on this are a 30 and 38. And then there is a small little pocket right here that fastens in the front. Yeah, there's that one on the other side. Oh, guys, this is already a 37-minute video, and we are, well, we have more on this rack, I think. Okay, guys, so we have a wool skirt. It's blue. Blue's the primary, and then it has some other lines in it, which you'll get a close-up of. The measurement is 30 waist, 48 hip, and it does have pockets. And then this hits below my knees. Let me give you a close-up of that design. There you go. Very 70s, 80s. Yeah, I can't believe we haven't found a home for this one. I feel like there's so many of our subscribers that would love this skirt, but it's like the measurements just don't work out. It's a pain. And then this one, gosh, this has been sitting in our closet for such a long time. It's such a fun, just that beautiful mustard yellow with gold accents. It's a 24 waist and an open hip. This is a very heavy skirt, which is why we're having to do 40 because shipping's a lot, but it's really gorgeous. Look at that. And then just imagine twirling in it. There you go. Yeah. Again, it's super heavy. This is, I don't know weight, you guys, but I'd say at least 5 pounds. I don't know. Don't ask me. I'm so bad. Sarah and I played that game once where one of our subscribers got a really heavy box, and I was like, it's 15 pounds. And then she measured it, and it was like 7. Anyway, okay, so those were all $40 items. Now we are moving on to our $30 items. Real quick, this was a dress that we showed last month. This tangerine, really beautiful, flowy dress with a cape. The measurements on this one are a 32 bust and a 24 waist and an open hip. This one did have some damage, like somebody took a boot and just like walked on it, and we've tried getting it out, but it's very difficult to see because there's so many layers to this dress. But I'm not gonna sell you something without telling you about any flaws. And then this hits just above my ankles, but look at that just vibrant tangerine. And then let me just show you what the where are we? Where are we? There we go. So that's it without the cape. That you can see there's still sleeves, but it has that extra there. Okay, let's move on to new stuff. If you're a subscriber, you probably remember seeing this corduroy dress. It has a cute woodland appliques sewn into it, like squirrels and acorns and leaves, and it's an olive green. The measurements on this one are a 38 bust, a 32 waist, and a 38 hip. This is an elastic waist, so I say a 32, meaning it can stretch to a 32 at max. So if you're, so I would say comfortably, if you're like a 28 to 32, you'd fit that, and a 38 bust and 38 hip. So let me just show you close-ups. See how cute. And we had a lot of interest in this one, but unfortunately, we just didn't have a subscriber with those measurements. All right, 60s mod lime green dress. Oh my gosh. The measurements on this are 32, 32, 34. So, you know, it's that shift dress. And then again, this is a $30 dress. This is in amazing condition. Faux pockets, guys. Sorry, not real ones. But oh my gosh. If you have a full 60s go-go outfit, my gosh, this would be adorable with like the white boots and everything. One of my favorite dresses this is, and we just haven't found a home for it yet. Maybe the home is with you. The measurements on this pink dress are a 32 bust, 26 waist, 34 hip. And again, these are $30 items. Just so you can kind of see that collar there. Next, we have a sky blue, white, very, like, what am I thinking of? Like sailor-esque. The measurements on this are a 34 to 36 bust, a 30 waist, and about a 32 to 34 drop hip. So you're gonna want to make sure that you have measured your bum in for this one, because it is that 30s style drop waist. And then this hits, below my knees, as that style should. There's that adorable collar and the pleated skirt. Oh, cute, cute, cute. And we've got some more florals. This one is a wrap dress. It's a 36 to 38 bust, 30 to 32 waist, and it's an open hip here. So let me just show you what it looks like from far away, and then you will notice that it has this pink modesty panel. I took a photo of this dress on Instagram and chose to not remove, but just kind of like tuck it aside, because I would be somebody that would not utilize that modesty panel there, but it is such a sweet dress, so comfortable, cotton and light. And then another really fun 90s dress. This is 38 bust, 32 waist, and an open hip. The cut on this is so romantic and so flattering. There's so much that can be done with this dress. I know a lot of you are probably thinking, oh my god, 90s, like don't, like 80s, like late 80s. I know we all had these dresses, but the cut on this one especially is lovely, and these buttons, the rose buttons, I just think it's a darling dress. Yeah. Speaking of 80s, fun little working girl type dress. The bust on this is 46, 34 hip. I'm sorry, let me start over. 46 bust, 34 waist, 46 hip. Now I have a couple of dresses in this style. I'm somebody who's, I'm more pear-shaped, so you see me a lot in dresses that are like this. But I will wear like a much more padded bra with these types of dresses because they are so flattering, trust me. They look so good with curves. So they just, you know, they come in really tight here at the waist, and I just love the style of these dresses. A lot of times I get bummed because they don't fit my hips, and then what I end up doing is making the hip bigger by moving some of the buttons around. But this one, you can see the buttons are so cute and go all the way down. I have a couple of these types of dresses in polka dot, and they're so much fun. All right, so we're changing gears a little bit and going on to nightgown. This is you know, heavy material, polyester material, so it's meant for winter time. You would burn up in this any other day of the year. But it's a 48 to a 50 bust. But I gotta say, it's really comfy, cozy, and makes me want to curl up on the couch next to the fireplace with hot chocolate. But I live in Florida, so that is not happening anytime soon. And this hits my ankles, so this is rather long. And then for those of you that say you love bright patterns and 70s and vibrant colors, this is for you. This is another blazer with a 38 bust, and then it tapers down to about a 36 closed. So, but you determine how you want that worn. It's like a houndstooth type pattern with lime green and yellow. Guys, I'm just waiting for the days that we can put these types of things just come back because they're so fun. So this is one thing that we found a while ago. It does have some wear to it, but it's like a colonial style floral dress. This is meant for somebody who is rather small. So the measurements are a 32 bust and a 28 hip, and I say somebody rather small because you can tell right here the shoulders are rather short, so a rather petite person would fit this. I'd say, you know, I'd say 5'3" and under. And then let me just show you the ribbon on this one came a little bit frayed, but if I mean we a lot of our subscribers share their Pinterest boards, and we have seen a lot of, you know, colonial type clothing and also Victorian-esque, you know, so we just thought that maybe there would be somebody out there that would love this style. What else? Some skirts. Green, 60s style, 26 waist, 36 hip. Again, this is a $30 skirt. Faux pockets, guys, sorry. Oh my gosh, I'm gonna try to wrap this up so that this thing is not an hour long. Oh my lands. Next we have houndstooth mini skirt, 25 waist, open skirt. Yes, you need to be rather petite to wear this one, but there you have it. And then super fun 90s jean skirt. This one is a 28 waist, 48 hip. Oh, yes. Guys, we are now starting on $20 items. So the houndstooth mini skirt was the last $30 item. We are now in the home stretch. I'm going to be showing you, after this skirt, a ton of shirts. Tons of shirts. Yeah, we'll get into that. So, yes, so 28 waist, 40 hip, blue jean, or not wool, jean material skirt, white and gray striped. with real pockets. Oh. This reminds me of like what our oldest sister would wear to school. Oh, and I was like, oh, so cute. Okay, so now I've got a ton of tops that we still haven't found homes for, but these I've got amazing patterns. They're of all different sizes, and a lot of fun, a lot of 70s. So if you're not into 70s, you may want to just like fast forward. But a lot of really fun 70s, 80s also tops. We've got this red, white, blue, 46 bust. The ruffles. Orange and purple 70s. This is a 38 bust. Green polka dot. This is also a 38 bust. Red and white striped. This is a 42 bust. And then it comes with this tie, which is optional, obviously, for you if you do not want to wear it. But it would tie it together right here. So 42 bust. Yellow, light, very pale yellow and white floral top. Sorry, guys. 38 bust. There you go. There's, so you can see that yellow. It is see-through. Green and white floral top, 38 bust. This is also see-through. Cream with red and blue florals. This is a 42 bust, 3/4 length sleeves. Now we're moving into 60s territory. This is a red short sleeve top, 36 bust. Similar style, 32 bust. This one's blue. Obviously, you know that. 32 bust. Pale pink with lace embellishments on the sleeve. This is a 40 bust, lace around the collar here. And 40 bust. Again, these tops are all $20 shipped. Here we have lavender. This is a 38 bust, and it is see-through. Royal purple. This one is a 38 to 40 bust. And then this right here, floral short sleeved with some butterflies. It's a 42 bust, and it does have the elastic waist, so it does. It's gonna sit on your waist real nicely and kind of overlap there, and just have shoulder pads, mini little tiny shoulder pads, and then that modesty shirt in there as well. That one does not come out. All right, like more of a bronzish and black striped 80s top. This one is a 40 bust, and I did want to mention the waist here is also a 40, but it you know, it's not going to give you provide much give there. But this is such a fun top. All right, this one is 38 bust, and then I do want to mention that it tapers into a 36 waist. But super fun satin. It's low cut there, so you can kind of see how it falls. Very very pretty. There we go. And then we've got this cow Western styled red shirt. It's a 42 bust, beaded accents here on the collar and the top. It's in great condition, this shirt. And again, it's a 42 bust. Now there's a couple more 70s, guys. This black with floral accents. It's a 42 or 42 to 44 bust. So you do have some give there. And then the vibrant striped floral 70s. This is a 40 to 42 bust. I love these colors. This. All right, and God, I believe this is silk. It feels a little rougher than silk, but I believe it's silk. It's not on here, but this is a 34 bust. And then that's it for the shirts. And now we've got some other dresses that are just, you know, they're rather 80s and 90s type dresses. So again, if you're not interested in that, then fast forward. We've got this floral fun dress. It's a 42 bust, 42 waist, and a 44 drop hip. So, you know, it gives that illusion of it being the long shirt with the pleated skirt. And again, this is 20. And it does come up a bit right there, so you can see that that's part of the design. Okay, we've got a 38 bust, 32 hip. I'm sorry, guys. 38 bust, 32 waist, 34 hip. And this is $20. It's a navy blue with the gold buttons going down. So cute. This is another one that just would be really flattering with the faux white collar. And then we have this really sweet 80s day dress. It's a 38 bust and a 26 to 36 waist. It's an elastic waist. And then a 40 to about a 42 hip. So there's some give there. But just look at the darling design here. Just beautiful pastels and a vibrant purple, that magenta. And this hits just below my knees. And then this is just another really fun one. It's got the fringe collar, it's red, it's got polka dot, it's got fringe on the bottom here. This one is 46 all the way down. So it's meant to be very flowy kind of dress. Look at that. How fun, guys. So fun. This hits my my shins. And then we've got this black and another like cream dress. This is similar to the red one, 40 all the way down. And this hits my shins. Just so you can see that design. Almost like it gives it a zebra type, but it's not zebra. But then the black also, you can kind of see large polka dot there. And then really fun silk geometric dress. The measurements on this one are 38 all the way down. This one does come with a silk belt. So if you want to belt it to give your body, to give the dress more shape on you. And then another fun, vibrant dress. This one is 44 bust, 42 waist, 50 hip, and then it does have the fun flare at the bottom. This as you can, I think you can tell on here, it hits just below my knees. So there's the really pretty color on here. And then this fun lavender rose dress. The measurements on this are so there's some give here. So the bust goes from a 36 to a 39. The waist goes from a 34 to a 36. And then it's a rather open hip, but I measured it to about a 52. This is such a really pretty dress. I can't wait to show you the close-up of it, but it goes to my shins here, and it has a little bit of a turtleneck, but look at that pattern. Just an absolutely gorgeous pattern, and it's so soft, so comfortable. Okay guys, 2 more dresses. This one is a crushed black velvet, and it's a 34 bust, 44 hip, and then it just, you know, keeps fanning on out. Black crushed velvet. And then we have a burgundy crushed velvet, which is a 40 to 42 bust, with a 44 waist, and then like the black one, fans out. So amazing, 90s, super fun, so great. Again, 20. So that brings us, those are the $50 to $20 items. I do want to show you 2 more items, which are going to be $70 shipped. The reason that is because these are so incredibly heavy. So it's going to cost us so much to ship. So we just figured, as opposed to just charging, you know, or figuring out shipping, we would just make it easy. $70, bam, wham, it's yours. This is a dress with matching jacket. The measurements on this are 38 bust, 34 waist, 30 hip. This is, you know, authentic 60s, just, it's really beautiful. It's in great condition. It goes down to my shins. Let me take off the jacket just so you can see the dress. Lay it down right here. And then the next item for $70 is this poncho. Very 60s, with the vibrant colors. It, again, is very heavy. Let me give you a close up of that pattern. Yeah. There you have it. All right, you guys. That's it. Just over an hour. I hope that I haven't bored you way too much. Again, please read below on how to purchase items from the closet clean out. There were a lot of items here, so we would like to limit the amount of just mail that comes to us. If you do have questions, further questions, feel free to email us if the description wasn't clear, but please read that description before sending us an email. What else? That's it, guys. Stay safe, stay healthy, and yeah. All right, we'll see you around.